welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's your favorite baby mama Pel, and we're back to these YouTube streets. Yes, with another travel or come to Canada kind of video. In this video, as you can tell from the title, I'm simply going to be telling you guys or educating you on how you can come to Canada as a student or with a study permit, the step-by-step procedure, application requirements, eligibility requirements, documents to submit at the level of the consulate, that's how it's called, I guess, or visa application center. If this is something that you are interested in, don't go anywhere. Just sit down. As usual, grab a glass of wine, cup of coffee, or anything sweet, and let's digest this together. So after doing the video about how to come to Canada or the different pathways of immigrating to Canada or migrating to Canada, that's the best way to say it, the different pathways of migrating to Canada and cheap schools for international students, I felt the need to continue by letting you guys in on the application requirements and eligibility requirements for students or how to get to Canada. So the first step we're going to be talking about is application requirements, how to apply for a school. I know I had put up a list of schools that are cheap for international students, and well, Canada does update its requirements year in, year out, daily in fact, as they so please and so desire. But all of this information, as I always say, is available for you from anywhere in the world on the Canada.ca website. So the first step we're going to be talking about is application requirements. What do you need to get admission in any school in Canada? So for starters, you will need your passport. If you don't have a passport or travel document, how do you intend to come to Canada or go to any other country? So the very first thing you'll be needing is a passport or travel document. If you haven't made one, or it's not just a walk in the park in your country like mine, Cameroon, you have to go right now. Just stop, pause, don't watch this video again. Just go first and go and do your passport, then you come back and continue. So you will need a scanned copy of your passport, as you need scanned academic documents, scanned copy of your academic documents. So for those in Cameroon, I'll be pinning on you guys today because I am very well versed with what we use. You need a scanned copy of your ordinary and advanced level slips or certificates. You need, if you're looking for a master's program, or let's say you have attained the level of a degree holder or post-secondary education, you need a scanned copy of your degree or your attestation of graduation from the university. You also need transcripts. For those who have gone through the higher institution, you need scanned copy of your transcripts. You need a scanned copy of your birth certificate, attestation of birth. I know some other countries call it attestation of birth. You'll need that. You also need, if you're not from an English-speaking country or you didn't do your education in English and you want to study in the English part of Canada, you will need IELTS or TOEFL. And there are also other schools still in the English zone or French zone, in fact, in Canada, which still require, even if you came from an English-speaking country, they still require some certain degree of IELTS or TOEFL. But I'm going to tell Cameroonians something. So when I needed to come to Canada as a student, because I did come to Canada through a study permit, I was asked by my school, by then, I don't know if that's still a possibility, I got admission into Conestoga College of Kitchener for the Dune campus, Dune Valley campus, so it's called. But at the time, they asked attestation of English language. So what I had to do was to go to the GCE board. I had an A grade in English. In the ordinary levels, that's me bragging about how good I am in English language. So I went to the GCE board and I was given an attestation of English language to say that I did study in English language, and I also wrote the general certificate of education, the ordinary levels. I did that in English, and I passed with an A grade. They did that, and that was what represented the TOEFL or the IELTS in my application. So you can also do that if you're from Cameroon. And then your application fees. My advice to most people is apply to 3 schools. One would definitely take you. That's what I tell anybody. Like, apply to put an application to 3 schools, okay? Because one definitely will reach out to you. Rather than putting all your eggs in one basket, I believe in diversifying my eggs, okay? The very next thing on my mind or on our list of how to come to Canada is determining your eligibility. So to qualify as someone who can apply for a study permit to come to Canada these days, the first thing is you must be fully vaccinated. You must be a fully vaccinated traveler. Yes, I do know that people from my home country have decided or are kind of scared of the vaccine per what is being said over there. I'm not a health professional, but I did take the vaccine when I was pregnant. I took 1 shot when I was pregnant and 1 shot after I had given birth to my son. So I can tell you for a fact that the vaccine, some people, well, depending on you or depending on your health condition or who you are as a person, your blood or whatever it takes, it may react to you differently. But I took the Pfizer and it never reacted in any crazy way to me. I think I am strong-blooded, but I don't know. So you need to be fully vaccinated. The second thing is you need to be enrolled in a DLI. So what is a DLI? A designated learning institution. A designated learning institution is a school approved by provincial or territorial government to host international students in Canada. I have said this before and given you a way of how to see if your school is a DLI or the school you plan on applying to is a DLI. Through the Canada.ca website, you can verify if a school is a DLI or not. The next thing is prove that you have enough money to pay for your tuition fees, your living expenses for yourself and family members who will be accompanying you to Canada, your return transport for yourself and family members who will come with you to Canada. The next thing is you have to prove that you will obey the law and have no criminal record. That is by obtaining a police certificate from your country. In Cameroon, we call it certificate of non-conviction. And the fifth thing will be to prove that you are in good health by getting a medical examination. So these are the eligibility requirements that go through sourcing when they are trying to grant you your study permit or study visa. Okay, and then the next thing, I think there is one last thing I forgot, which is you need to prove to the officer beyond all reasonable doubts that you will leave Canada when your study permit expires or at the end of your study process in Canada. I'm going to be explaining how you will do that, okay? So the next thing we're going to be talking about right now is documents for you to submit for a study permit. The first thing is a proof of acceptance. So a letter of admission to any higher institution or any institution in Canada will be the first document you need to put in that file that you're going to submit at the consulate or at the visa application center. The next thing will be a proof of identity. I have spoken about this, the travel document or passport, and 2 recent passport size photographs with your name and date of birth written behind. You can go to the Canada.ca website and get specifications for your pictures. But for those in Cameroon, I will still stress on you guys, when you go to the area where you have to submit your documents in Yaoundé, the visa application center in Bastos, there are photographers there. You just need to tell them c'est pour quelle nation tu pars, ou on te dit c'est pour le Canada. You tell the person it's for Canada. Sorry, they'll ask you for what country. You tell them it's for Canada, and they know the specifications. They have been doing it, so they are aware. And I know I did mine in Limbe, and I just said it's for Canada, and the photographer was able to pull it up. to know what that was. You also need a letter of explanation. This letter helps the visa application officer, this is the letter I was talking about, to understand your goals. This letter should also explain what you want to study in Canada, and that you understand your responsibilities as a student. And in this letter you're going to state, this is the letter that you're going to state, saying that you're going to be going back to your country, the reason for study, how this is going to impact you as a person or help you with your future career or the career part you have already chosen. Just those razzmatazz and all of that. And also this is where you're going to tell them the ties you have with your home country, okay? The next thing is going to be the Quebec Acceptance Certificate. This is for those who intend to study in the province of Quebec. So if you're intending to study in the province of Quebec for longer than 6 months, you need the CAQ issued by the Gouvernement du Québec, and your school can give you all the details on how to apply for this. You need a copy of your birth certificate. You need a completed and signed Schedule 1 form, that's the application for temporary residence visa in Canada. You can find this on the canada.ca website. I'm going to leave links to this in the description box, links to these forms. The next form you need is a completed family form, the IM5707. You need a copy of your marriage certificate, or if you're in common law, this is a new thing for Cameroonians. Some people asked me last time if you want to come with your partner but you're not legally married. So Canada accepts common law and had stated that common law is when you have lived in the same abode or address with your partner or male companion or female companion, or however, if you guys are, you understand, LGBTQ, for at least a year or 12 months and above, you are considered a common law partner. So there is this new form called the Statutory Declaration of Common Law Union, IAM5409. I'll find this form and leave the link in the description box. But if you're coming singular, no problem. You don't need this form. You need a proof of relationship to the guarantor who is funding your studies in Canada. If they are a blood relative, for example, your guarantor's birth certificate or a family booklet. So your guarantor can be a parent, cousin, uncle, auntie, sister, brother, grandparent. Those can be, but if you're self-funding your education, then you don't need a guarantor. Your academic documents, the same documents you submitted for your study, for your, what do they call it? To study in a school, the documents you submitted for admission, yes. The next thing is financial responsibility letters from the person funding your studies. The letter from your financial guarantor must indicate their employment or occupation, their relationship to you, if it's a parent, uncle, aunt, cousin, sibling, etc., the number of dependents they have, their full contact information, and copy of their photo identification, passports, or national ID card, but I always prefer passports. I always advise you to go for the passports. The next thing will be proof of funds. First, you or your financial guarantor must provide proof that you have sufficient funds to cover the expenses of your study in Canada. These expenses will include between 12,000 to 14,000 Canadian dollars a year of living expenses. This is food, housing, clothing, and medical insurance, and between 10 to 15,000 per year for tuition, or the amount of tuition you're going to be paying, and you have to prove this for the number of years you're going to be in Canada. You must therefore have at least 22,000 available for your first year of study at the university or college, and be able to show proof that you have the equivalent amount of money for the subsequent years. Things are getting tougher for student applications. Before, we just need to prove 1 year. Now you need to show them that you'll be able to have the same amount for the subsequent years. So if you're having a 3-year admission letter and you're applying for a 3-year study visa, you need to be able to show that you have this amount of money to go with you for 3 good years. or you'll be able to prove that there will be funds available for the subsequent years. In addition to the above costs mentioned, you also have to consider the price of transportation to and from Canada. So about between 2,000 to 5,000 Canadian dollars, depending on where you're coming from. The following documents can be provided to show that or demonstrate your guarantor's financial ability to fund your studies in Canada. So for your financial guarantor to be able to prove that they can fund your studies to Canada, they have to bring forth these documents. The following documents are original bank statements for the past 12 months, or le relevé de compte. I would say, not when I say bank statement, Cameroonians, it's not the paper that says the amount you have in your account. Le relevé de compte, I don't know how to say it in English, but receipts of your account, maybe I should put it that way, for the past 12 months. So that paper shows what has been going in or coming out of your account right up to the balance. And it's also going to be able to you have to also show pay slips for the past 6 months at least, an employment contract stating your salary, that's your financial guarantor's salary or pay, financial statements prepared by an independent chartered accountant if they are business owners for the past 2 fiscal years. That's if they are entrepreneurs or business owners. Entrepreneur is a business owner. Or proof of investment in your country or abroad. So, a proof of investment can be landed property, a house, hotels, just that kind of thing. Landed property, land titles, all of that. And an additional any additional proof of income that they have. If they are workers and entrepreneurs at the same time, like if they work for someone employed and then entrepreneurs at the same time, they have to bring these two together. And then we have what we call in Cameroon bank statement, but it is actually a statement of your account balance. The next thing will be a proof of employment if you, the applicant, are currently employed. That is a letter from your current employer, pay slips of the past 3 months. Your employment letter should be dated at least 2 months of the application, indicating your occupation, the job description, your position, salary, allowances, and your years of employment. So, and if you wish to come to Canada with a dependent, that's a child or a spouse or common law partner or family member, your dependent must submit the appropriate forms for the type of application. So you must submit an application for them too, as those accompanying you to Canada, okay, and they too will have to provide all the documents needed. And how are you going to apply after having all of these documents? You can apply online on the Canada.ca website by creating a portal, or you can walk into the closest visa application center or consulate in your country and ask for information, or also submit your documents if that is the right quota. So this is just the way that you have to come to Canada. And what I have decided to do is to create a Facebook page, and I'm going to link that in the description box below, where I'm going to be posting updates from the Canada.ca website. What I have just read is combined together what I saw for different countries. So study permits from different countries, they require different things, but this is just the things that they all had in common that I have laid out before you. But then I'm going to be able to post depending on the different countries. If you're from Nigeria, Cameroon, I'll be posting their eligibility requirements or the requirements for study visas, and also every other type of visa as we get to talk about it along the line. And if you do get to Canada, do not forget to holler at your girl. If you have any questions, do not forget to leave it down in the comment section below. You can reach me on Instagram, you can reach me on Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. with any questions you have. And I do have this plea to throw out there, or this information to throw out there. Please and please and please, can you all stop going through agents, especially to my Cameroonian brothers and sisters. I've had a lot of negative feedback for those who have gone through agents. Agents are taking 3 million from people to bring them to Canada. They are telling you how they can process your visa, especially those for study permits. 3 million. Well, if you choose to go with these guys, I bet you, I don't know what to say, but paying someone over $2,000 to do nothing, okay, because they'll just help you find admission, which is okay. You can pay them maybe some money to find your admission plus your admission fees, and then they just go submit the documents you still provide for them at the consul or visa application center, and your documents will still go through normal due procedure. I don't know exactly what they are talking about, and you're paying them all that outrageous money. But then, well, some of us never knew until we were informed, rightly informed. So be very, very careful of scams out there. And well, if you need any information, like I always say, all of us have the information, but the king, the autotone, the one who actually has the actual information that is updated every day, every minute, every second, is the Canada.ca website, the official Canadian website, and you have all the details you ever want from there. Until next time, it's your favorite baby mama, Pearl. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time, and do not forget to click the like button. Give this video a thumbs up. That's what I mean by clicking on the like button, okay? Make sure you share these videos to your friends, family, loved ones, and even your enemies. Everybody must jackpot. Everybody must fall bush. And also, do not forget to leave a comment down in the comment section below. Ask away your questions. There's no stupid question, no. Every question has a deep meaning, and in fact, every question is very relevant. It may not be relevant to me, but may be relevant to someone else in the comment section, or in the long run, we never can tell. It may really be of great use. So do not forget to comment down in the comment section below. Do not forget to reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, if you have any questions you don't want to post on the comment section, and I'll be more than willing to help and assist any day, anytime.